Take your first steps into Star Wars: The High Republic. Set 200 years before the events of the Skywalker Saga, Star Wars: The High Republic finds the Jedi at their peak as they preside over a time of peace throughout the galaxy. But it's not long before that peace is shattered by a devastating incident and the Knights of the Jedi Order must spring into action. The first novel to explore this era of Star Wars is Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule, and thanks to our friends at Lucasfilm, you can read the first chapter for free exclusively on IGN.com before the book comes out on January 5th, 2021. We spoke with the writer Charles Soule about the great disaster that kicks off the entire story, and we're about to get into that. So if you want to read that for yourself, now is the time to punch it into hyperspace until we're done here. So as the first chapter reveals, a large spaceship called the Legacy Run was destroyed, seemingly by accident, while traveling through hyperspace, and that sets a chaotic chain of events into motion. And we can see why. In The Last Jedi, the Holdo maneuver showed us just how dangerous a ship moving at hyperspace speeds can be. But the way that Soule describes this incident in his story makes the whole thing sound considerably worse. Soule told IGN how this moment changes the High Republic forever, saying, quote, "The destruction of the Legacy Run is the catalyst for a galaxy-wide disaster. Fragments of the destroyed cargo vessel begin flying out of hyperspace at super accelerated speeds, meaning that deadly missiles of debris can appear anywhere at any time from the outer rim to the core." But to borrow a line from Count Dooku,
"This is just the beginning."
This single event will lead to a much larger story that spans across many books, young adult novels, and comics of the High Republic Publishing Initiative. Soule teased, quote, "The opening beats of Light of the Jedi depict an epic disaster and a heroic, thrilling response by both the Republic and the Jedi to save lives and end the crisis." It's just the beginning though. The Legacy Run disaster kicks off a much larger story. It is really just one piece of a much bigger saga. If you ask us, what happened to the Legacy Run was very much not an accident. The villains of the High Republic era are the Nihil, who are pretty much space Vikings, and we'd bet every last credit we have that they caused this disaster. Probably to destabilize the Republic and take advantage of the Jedi being spread thin across the galaxy dealing with the debris crisis. But we'll all have to wait until January 2021 to find out for sure. Until then, let me know what you think about this great disaster in the comments below. Hey, thanks for watching, and for more on the High Republic, check out my video on why lightsabers from that era are so different, and our primer on everything we've learned about the era so far. And be sure to follow and subscribe for more news from IGN.